Hi, my name is Sally Gazaway and I am going to be teaching you how to do one-point perspective. First thing you need to do is line your ruler up with the edge of your paper so that you can draw a horizontal line straight across the paper. This is called the horizon line. Next thing you need to do is put in your vanishing point. A vanishing point is where all objects are going to disappear. The vanishing point should go in the middle of your horizon line. First, you're going to put in your road. When you are drawing a one-point perspective, you are in the perspective that you are standing in the middle of the road, looking straight down the middle of the road. So your road is going to come off of your vanishing point. You're going to draw two diagonal lines on either side and one dotted line down the center. Next, you are going to add your sidewalks. Your sidewalks are also diagonal lines coming off your vanishing point to the side of each side of your road. The cracks in your sidewalk are going to be done with a horizontal line. You'll just line your ruler up with the side of your paper. As you get closer to the vanishing point, your lines should get closer together. To start a building in one-point perspective, you're going to start with a rectangle. Two horizontal lines for the top and bottom, and two vertical lines for the two sides. One thing you should know about one-point perspective is if you are on the right-hand side of the vanishing point, you are going to take the left-hand side back into perspective. If you're on the left-hand side of the vanishing point, you're going to take the right-hand side back into perspective. Also, if anything is below the horizon line, you will be able to see the top of your building. If the top of your building is above the horizon line, you will not be able to see it. So if you are below the horizon line, you also need to take both of the top corners back into perspective. So to go back in perspective, you line up your corner with the vanishing point and you draw a line connecting the two. You don't actually have to connect all the way to the vanishing point unless you just want to. I don't usually connect all the way because that creates more erasing that I have to do later. After you have your lines of perspective going back towards the vanishing point, you need to cut off the back corners of your building. If you are below the horizon line, again, you will see the top. So you'll have the back right-hand corner of this particular building and the top back corner of this particular building. Those lines will also be a vertical for the side and a horizontal for the top. At this point, you can erase any of the extra lines you have on the outside of your building that go back into perspective. To add a door to your building, you're going to use two vertical lines and one line back into perspective to do the top of your door. Doors on the side of the building that we can see straight on, those are going to be two verticals for the sides and a horizontal for the top, just like the rectangle that we started at the beginning. Windows on your buildings are also going to be the same. If it is on the side that is in perspective, you're going to have verticals for the sides and lines of perspective on the top and the bottom of your windows. If the windows are on the straight on side, it's going to be two verticals and two horizontals. To connect your building to the sidewalk that you had there, you'll use two horizontals for your sidewalk out and then lines of perspective to make the cracks in that sidewalk. This concludes part 1 of one-point perspective.